concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
Thanks, David. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Murray, the Thunder making the shot. Pass to Gill. To the left side wing. Will it go? And Holmgren pulls it down.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Smith checked in for the Thunder. And Utah with a change. Here's George. An 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
So on the floor for Utah. Collier out there with Keontae George. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Roy. And it's York in its small forward. Nobody near George. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. George has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Utah. Smith kicks to Moore. Taken away. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Pass to George. It's stolen by Smith. Moore outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Moore's got 10. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Rebound, Utah.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Johnson's shot is off.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Three-pointer. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Moore with the bucket. Moore's got 4 points this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. Pulls up. Roy can't hit. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Moore. The shot, no good. Roy with some nice D. And George, here we go. Gets it to fall from the right block. 6 points for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Cason Wallace. Let's get an update on Colin Sexton with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Jazz gave us some information. He suffered a strain in his neck, and he told me that it's really stiffened up on him. It's tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Now Moore, following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jalen Williams.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So it's the Thunder now, after the basket by Utah.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Gill the pass to Murray. Nifty move. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Terrific swat from Holmgren there. It just shows you his length.
Here's Moore. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to York. Back to Murray. There's the 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Murray for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play? And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Jazz.
They're doing some good things.
And that concludes
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Brent, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with the chosen one, and it's Williams at the 3. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Gill the pass to Murray. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Moore with the bucket. 22 points for the chosen one.
No doubt teammates appreciate a big man who can pass. Chet with a nice look.
Jazz trail by 9. Murray scanning the floor. Well, we're talking about DeJounte Murray now. And Brent, what do you like most about his game?
Well, I like the tenacity that DeJounte brings to a game. I really feel like he ramps himself up for the biggest moments and wants to make the plays at the end of the game, whether that's scoring the basketball, passing the basketball, but really overriding that is defensively wanting to be disruptive. So when you get a guy that competes at that high a level, that's what makes DeJounte Murray such an intriguing two-way player. Known as a stellar defender, Murray's offensive game has also come a long way. He's established that confidence on that end, and he's not done improving.
York. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Moore, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Moore's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Murray, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 8.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
No good from Moore. Jazz trail by 6. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Moore's got 26.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. This one for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Hartenstein, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
It doesn't go for him.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And he gets it to go. Moore's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Jazz call time here. And the Thunder making a change here. Smith is checked in. George is checked in for the Jazz. Collier comes in. For Oklahoma City. Conley's checked in. And Wallace subbed in for Holmgren. Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. Spins. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Collier's got 7.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Moore with the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's Oklahoma City riding a 15-point lead. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got Reynolds. Roy is out there with Johnson. Then it's Collier. And it's George in at the 1. Good on the bucket.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Moore. The rebound by Collier. Jazz trail by 15. Pass to George. Good work defensively by Conley.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And George, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Oklahoma City.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And they pick up 2.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Collier to the middle. Johnson, a wide open look. Another miss by Utah.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
The shot by George, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Here's Moore. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Moore's got 38 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Jazz trail by 19. Murray for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz to end the run. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's Moore. Lays it up and banks it in. Moore's got 42 in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Again, the miss by Murray.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Johnson. Moore with the steal.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the chosen one.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're up by 19. Carter, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Moore against Murray. Doubled by Murray. Here's Moore. And he makes that one. Moore's got 44.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Back to Murray, takes the three, and the three ball is good. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. 4-on-3 break. And here's George for three. He doesn't hit that one. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Moore. And the layup's good off the glass. Moore's got 46 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
At the line for two.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And stolen by Murray. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
And that's good.
Good game, MP. Great win tonight, MP. Good night, MP. See you later.
But it's happening, this ain't magic. I done tried that, all that plastic. God's not made of fabric. I felt my skin turn static, and watched it all leave tragic. I didn't know that was the cost. I think God he paid that off. I was lying way too much. Satan always calling blows. He just jealous, I'm a son. Heard he lost again, that's tough. It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Fool like David dancing. I'm all rock, I take my chances. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands just like the plan. Yeah, people know we ain't gon' stay and we depart and relocated. Sleeping from my walls, I'm staying.
Kicks, MP. Objects in motion stay in motion as long as they win.
Attention Foundation, we're doing another special giveaway at our next home game. The first 10,000 of you will take home your very own Warriors t-shirt. The opportunity to be employed. It's an effort. If there's been any issue,
Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup, alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And for both of these teams, this is their fourth and final game of group. Play.
Yeah, and both have done what they needed to do in order to remain in contention for the NBA Cup. But only one side can emerge victorious tonight.
It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren is out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Moore in at the 2.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And here's Hayes. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with the 3. The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Moore's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far.
Thunder foul. Moore. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Bay from long range. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game. And he can't hit the second. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Left side, Podziemski. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. And how about Brandon Podziemski, Richard? when he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, B.A., that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Let's go with a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Podziemski's got his third bucket of the night. The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Here's more, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. And Grant, just the other day, MP recorded the first triple-double of his career.
Yeah, he put on quite the display, B.A., doing everything he could for his team. MP is extremely talented. I'll go out on a limb and say that won't be the last triple-double of his career.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, the chosen one in their last game against the Pistons was simply terrific. He contributed 52 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still...
Warriors will go with a different look here. Sims, he's checked in for Bassi. Herder comes in for Hendricks. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Podziemski. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Hayes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Moore comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Simmons, the pass to Trent. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Thunder trail by 13. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Then it's Williams. Then it's Smith. And it's Moore in at the point guard position. Butler, unfazed.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Here's Moore. Simmons defending. That one's good by Moore.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The Warriors lead by 13. Now Simmons, averaging around 6 a game. That one off the back iron and out. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Moore. That one falls. Moore's got 4 points in the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
To the middle. Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
Here's Moore. Lays it up and banks it in. Moore's got 16 points now.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Simmons with the bucket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Here's Moore. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 18.
Boy, Holmgren, I mean, wow. Just a great feel for the game, and he's so unselfish.
Butler taking his time here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Missed inside. Here's Moore. Simmons defending. The shot's good. Moore's got 20 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Now here's Butler. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
So often Simmons is the one making the pass. This time, he's on the finishing end.
Here's Moore. Simmons defending. That one's good by Moore.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And so Trent will bring it up for Golden State. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Butler. He's got 7. Outside Herter. Pass to Butler. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's
Their three-point shooting, wow. I didn't get a math degree, but I didn't go to Shack University either. I do know.
Next on the docket, power. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Hayes is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Sadiq Bey, and it's Bassi in at the 5, down low. That's the Warriors 5. Thunder trail by 10. Here's more. Oh, a nice one! Handed slam right there.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Second team foul.
Pass to Bey. Back to Pajemski. Three-pointer, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's more. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. The Warriors lead by 6. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Hayes, the pass to Bey. Here's Pajemski. Misses the 3.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Here's more. Bassi pulls it in. Bassi's got 4 rebounds now. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Smith, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And as we near the end of the group stage, let's see where we stand in the NBA Cup tournament.
Well, this is an interesting format. Since each team plays so few games towards the NBA Cup, they get weeded.
Thunder trail by 14. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Then it's Smith. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Moore in at the point. Here's Butler. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Yeah, just an excellent shot blocker. Holmgren is so good at using his length and timing to erase shot attempts.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Pass to Herter. Here's Sims. And here's Simmons. Covered by Smith. Herter from long range. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Moore. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Butler against Holmgren. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Watch out below. The flying Australian, Ben Simmons, cleared for takeoff.
Here's Moore. And he banks in the layup. Moore's got 10 points in just the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The Warriors lead by 8, and Steve Kerr calls time. Out here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Lets it fly. And Bay pulls it down.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Kept alive. Pajemski. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trail by 11. Pulls it from the top of the key. Bullseye! Moore's got 38 points.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Hayes with it. He's picked up by Conley. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Thunder have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Holmgren against Bay. Going inside, and the dunk by Bay.
Yeah, off the bounce, Bay gets downhill and delivers.
Here's Moore, defended by Pajemski. Up and in on the layup. Moore's got 16 in the second half. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bassi. Puts up a 3. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
That one's good by Moore.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
The Warriors lead by 8. The ball's knocked loose. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Moore's got 44.
Man, he's on fire, playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
1:19 left in the final quarter. Here's Bay. Back to Hayes. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
1:07 left in the game. Pass to Bay. Over Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Here's Moore. The Warriors pull it in. Hayes with it. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
.44 seconds left to play in the fourth. The three gets the three to fall. And the Warriors lead by 7.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
And relentless effort from Holmgren, refusing to give up until it's all over.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third team foul. At the line for 2, Killian Hayes.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game. Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Team score. At the line for the Dubs, Paczynski. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 6. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Here's Moore. And it's good. And now they trail by just 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Hayes. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 4. All right, guys, what's your take?
You have to foul quickly to extend the game and hope it's a poor free throw shooter. But you can't get picky. You have to foul whoever gets it.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that puts him up 5. Here's Moore. Williams from long range. And knocks down the 3.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And here are the Warriors now. And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. And how about that performance in the NBA Cup? 4-0 in the group phase. They advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, while they've been